Someone really become a good citizen? I'd like to know for sure. Why when the ordinary man disagrees with the establishment, they call it treason? Why should they persecute a brother for seeking black power? Don't they know a blind man could see that this is blatant hypocrisy? The real traitors and them are all high in society. Yet the government protecting all of them and penalizing you and me. And in a million different ways they violate the law. It's the same good no good bastards who oppress the poor. They sell in black market making excess profit, paying a starvation salary. These good citizens are the architects of economic slavery.
Shut along, shut along.
They say you have the right to criticize, but then you are victimized, and without any reason. Many a time you find yourself politically paralyzed by that same good citizen. Yet these fakes and phonies enjoy a long life of luxury while they spread corruption throughout the country. When they should be arrested, they're protected and respected in the society. And in a million different ways, they violate the law. It's the same good no good bastards who oppress the poor. With a false declaration, tax evasion, defrauding customs duty. These good citizens are the architects of economic slavery.
Shut along, shut along.
Lust and greed and fraud and strife, they specialize. Double deals, double deals. Your mouth and criticize. One time you will then go unpunished and unaccused of any crime, while on the backs of the ordinary man these vultures climb. They use the riches and the power, make a mockery of the law, and have the law protect them same time. In a million different ways they violate the law. It's the same good no good bastards who oppress the poor. And on piracy, these good citizens are the architects of economic slavery.
Yes, that's the sounds of the mighty sparrow, the good citizen. My good people, I'm DJ Maurice, and I'm coming to you live and direct from my bunker here in the Republic of St. Paul, St. Kitts. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon here in our beloved Federation. Wednesday, 5th March. As a matter of fact, this month is a very special month to me. Today, my uncle, Eustace, there in St. Croix, Virgin Islands, celebrates his birthday along with his departed sister, Susan. My mother's birthday will be coming up on the 30th of March. So March is a very special month to me. So my good people, for those of you who are online and might be wondering what this podcast is all about, just running around and running to us, let me just drop a quick ad here and let you guys know what this program is all about. But we're going to be in for some very interesting conversation this evening. So just stand by and share the live. Please do share the live. Very informative topics this evening.
Wednesday evenings are heating up. Log on to DJ Mauricio's Facebook Live broadcast every Wednesday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. It's a frank and candid exploration into the social, cultural, political, and economic issues affecting our federation. And just in case you missed it, you can also catch the broadcast on his YouTube channel, DJ Marishaw. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube and smash that bell. You will be notified whenever he goes live. DJ Marishaw, every Wednesday evening, Facebook 6 to 8 p.m. or thereafter on his YouTube channel, DJ Marishaw. Log on.
Yes, you got it right. We're here each and every Wednesday evening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. local time in our beloved Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. And if you do miss this podcast live, then you can catch us right there on my YouTube channel at DJ Marisha. Now let's take a little skip across to the sister island there, Nevis, over to the fountain area here. My boy Carbo have to tell us this evening.
Cabo's, located at Fountain Village in Nevis, is the go-to spot for your Saturday treats. Tantalize your taste buds with his delectable Cabo's Delicacy Goat Water. Or, if you prefer some soul food, then Cabo's Punji and Fish is definitely the way to go. Call ahead and reserve at 869-663-9694. Then make your way over to Cabo's and enjoy the vibrant atmosphere while you savor your delicacy. Cabo's, we are not changing, we are only improving.
Food all over, food all over. You got the food all over.
Yes, Brother Carbo has the food all over the island of Nevis. And if you so wish to get some special services and a catering done, feel free to give my boy Carbo a call and let him know DJ Marisha sent you. He'll definitely take care of you in style and fashion. Now let's take a quick listen to my sister Carmen here of Carmen Caterers.
Girl Sandra, you know where you can find nice fresh local food 7 days a week, one provision and all kind of thing. Girl, where? Right down there by Shellings, by Carmen Catering Services. Girl, she opposite the bus stop. Girl, and she also cater for weddings, parties, anything you want to cater for, funeral and all. Girl, and trust me, you're gonna enjoy the food. And she also selling bites and sundaes. Opposite the car shop, right down the main road. Girl, you could call 665-1494 or 663-6005 to order your food or go and pick up your food. Girl, the food that is finger licking and you get your money worth. You ain't want nothing better than that.
For sure, Sister Carmen is there each and every Monday at the Sherlin Street there, just opposite the West Ferry Terminal there in downtown Bastia. And she's there to serve you from midday until 5 p.m. Also, on a Sunday, you can check her there in the Boys Village, opposite their Gary shop. Sister Carmen is there from midday until 5. Well, today, Carmen outdid herself. Carmen had some lovely stewfish, some scratch, mashed green figures, they would call it, with a coating of cheese. I had a ball, and she tapped off the salad with a little saltfish. Lovely saltfish. You know, saltfish is one of the sweetest dish out there. So, Carmen, thanks for taking care of the DJ as usual. And I look forward to another surprise tomorrow with whatever you have set up for the DJ to use. Well, let's take a quick listen to, let me see if I can find something here from my boy, Brother Malvern Gums of St. Thomas, VI. Let me hear what you have to say about the DJ. But before I go to Malvern, let me take a quick listen to our guy there, Brother Daniel, giving us some business tips.
Welcome to Strategies for Business Success, right here on 2020visionradio.com and on 102.1 FM with business development advocate Daniel Arthurton. Each week, Danny will build on a foundation to ensure your success in business. Being in business can be daunting, and strategies for business success can help you avoid the pitfalls. Join Danny right here on 2020visionradio.com, on 102.1 FM, and on your other social media platforms every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. That's right, Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. The time and place for your business dreams to come true.
Yes, and don't forget our boy Danny's all over there in Nevis at the Hydro Farm. There, check him out and let him know DJ Mauritius sent you. Now let's take a quick listen to what my boy Malvin comes off the VID have to say to us.
Hey, this is Malvern from Spectrum Band, and you're listening to DJ Marisha, playing you the best in Caribbean music.
You got that?
Hey, this is Malvern from Spectrum Band, and you're locked into DJ Marisha. Keep it locked.
You don't move that dial because DJ Marisha will be coming to you with some lovely music this evening. But apart from the lovely music, we'll be having some serious conversation. But before we can get into that conversation, I always start off with something from my brother there, the Honorable G.A. Dwyer Astafan. So let's hear what Brother Astafan have to give us today, Wednesday, March 5th, 2025.
Greetings. If my memory serves me right, this is the first time that I've discussed the same topic 3 commentaries in a row. And I'm doing so for the following reasons. 1, the proposed 4-floor hotel at the Frigate Bay Golf Course across the street from the taxi stand is a bad idea. It's a bad thing for our island and our country. And I'm confident that sooner or later, every analysis, if done honestly, objectively, and in the best interests of our people, will come to the same conclusion. I just pray it will be sooner rather than later, because the longer it takes, the worse will be the consequences. Second reason, this is not the first bad project proposal that has been presented to the authorities in this country. And some of the bad proposals were rejected, but too many were accepted and built under successive administrations over the years. So this is more than just politics. This is bad decision making. The third reason is that to speak out, I hope that these bad decisions will be stopped. 4, I consider it my duty as a responsible citizen to lend a hand, if only in my small way, to help relevant and important information reach you, the people of the country, so that we all can better understand and in the process ensure that better decisions are made by us and better decisions are made on our behalf in these and other important matters now and in the future. The 5th reason is information is too hard to get. The Freedom of Information Act is flawed. I hope not deliberately flawed, and it is administered jealously as if decision makers have something to hide from you, the people. Worse yet is the arrogance of those who make it hard for people to get information which should already and naturally be in the public domain. For example, and generally speaking, information such as project applications and approvals, information relating to procurement bids to government and contract awards by government. These things should be posted on a website for the world to see, even at a nominal cost. That is what an informed, enlightened, and proactive people do and have and expect and demand. And that is what a consultative democracy and respectful, transparent governance are all about. We are not there. When will we get there? Who will get us there? As I've said before, it is we who have to get us there. Number 6, with this proposal to build this 4-story hotel at the Frigate Bay Golf Course, we have now reached the fork in the road, which will determine whether we finally get this thing right or we continue down this slippery slope to hell. For all of us who mean well, the path that we should take is obvious. Now is good governance by decision makers that hard to practice? Am I a veteran of politics and an old man to spend what's left of my diminishing days still hearing and making the call for good governance, having already walked away from bad governance, then placing new hope in others who now promised good governance, but who instead practice bad governance on steroids and looking to get back in power to do it again? Am I never going to actually experience a culture of good governance here in this beautiful little independent land of my birth and your birth? But remember, and when I say your birth, I'm embracing our residents as well. We can't all be born in the same place, but we can be committed to the development of a place, whether we're born there or not. And remember, good governance is the responsibility of the people as much as it is of our decision makers. In fact, it is more the responsibility of the people than it is of the decision makers. And if we accept low standards, that is exactly what we will get from them. And unfortunately, in this, we the people are our own worst enemy, because instead of depending so much on them and putting ourselves under their control, we should be more independent and enterprising in every good way. We, the people, need to liberate ourselves from the culture of convenient and subservient politics, and we need to emerge as a collective force of critical and creative thinking, a collective force of conscience and decency, and a collective force of nation builders. We've been playing around too much. And for all of these reasons, I'm doing a third consecutive commentary on this topic. As I said, we are at the fork in the road, and I will try until I die. Meanwhile, there are more things to discuss with you. I'll repeat some questions which I asked in earlier commentaries. Who made the decision to sell this land? We need to know. Is that decision entered in the record of the Frigate Bay Development Corporation board meetings? We need to know. This is a statutory corporation, a corporation of the government. The government is the servant of the people. What was the price? Was the transaction recorded in the land sales book at the Frigate Bay Development Corporation? Was a receipt issued out of the land sales receipt book? The sale is not entered in the record at the land sales registry, at least not up to recently. Why not? Doesn't an applicant for building permission in a case like this first have to show evidence of ownership of the freehold title to the land in order to have his or her application even considered? I think so. Second point, experienced members of the golfing community, both those who live in St. Kitts and golfers who have been visiting us for years and who love our golf, love our golf course, love our country. They have almost unanimously voiced their opposition to this project. Indeed, as far as I've been told, only one golfer has openly supported the proposal. And I told you about him in an earlier commentary. He's the one who said that Mr. Sabnani, the applicant, is a citizen. Then there are the persons with the technical expertise who are familiar with Frigate Bay matters. They are not at all in favor of this project. They think it is a bad idea, a disaster. I'm speaking firsthand, not hearsay. One of them told me that the 2 sprinklers that were uprooted when the land was being cleared have not been in use for the golf course recently, as have some other sprinklers, because there are some issues that will be sorted out. And when that sorting out takes place, the sprinklers will be reactivated. Those sprinklers are used to maintain that particular area of the golf course in top condition and to assure the golfers of a good experience, getting their money's worth. So what's to happen to the golf course if those sprinklers are put permanently out of commission? Another issue raised by the experts was that the building of the proposed hotel would sit on golf course infrastructure, which means that the infrastructure would be unreachable in case of need. And in any case, it would be a bad idea to do something like that. So why put yourself in harm's way? As he spoke, I wondered in anxious silence if this proposed project is a sign of the first step in decision makers' mission, if there's a mission, to get rid of the golf course completely. I can only hope that they aren't so crazy and careless. Then the matter of sewage was raised, and it was raised by every expert who spoke with me. Where would the sewage plant be located for this hotel. Where would the sewage go? What would happen in case of a sewage breakdown? Would this be a case of not only the taxi operators getting doo-doo and the stench of doo-doo, but the golf course and its patrons too getting the doo-doo, and the passers-by on the road doo-doo, and the people living at Gulfview Estates doo-doo, not to mention workers and patrons of the proposed hotel? When all is said and done, is this thing just a pile of doo-doo? The questions and concerns raised by these experts sent my blood pressure up. Were any of these experts with whom I spoke contacted on this matter by decision makers? Whether decision makers at Frigate Bay Development Corporation or the Development Control and Planning Board or any other government agency or department or entity? Now, for a proposal with the sensitivities and implications of this one, reason, common sense, and fairness would compel consultation with experts who have the requisite experience, skills, and local knowledge. But as far as I'm aware, no such consultation has taken place. And with all of that, I can respectfully conclude that the Frigate Bay Development Corporation Board has not examined this matter exhaustively and made an official determination on it. And the Development Control and Planning Board has gone and given provisional approval, which I contend it had no authority to give. This is absolutely incredible and outrageous. How can we, the people of this country, be comforted and satisfied that our interests are being properly protected? Now, speaking of sewage, my conversations with these experts opened the door to a potentially big problem already in the making elsewhere at Frigate Bay. And depending on how things roll out over the next several days, I might have to come back to you with more details, whether in a commentary or otherwise. And if indeed there is a big sewage problem at that other site in Frigate Bay, if, I'm not saying there is, then it will provide evidence and good reason for some people to either go home or be sent home. Heads will have to roll. The status quo cannot remain, because it would be compelling evidence of slackness, not just slackness, but totally unacceptable slackness. I've said before that Frigate Bay has a sewage challenge. That aspect of the infrastructure needs to be massively upgraded, placing greater stress on an already stressed infrastructure can only lead to one thing. And I don't want us to have to face the reality of Frigate Bay floating in sewage and all our wonderful assets and resources in Frigate Bay, which is a key economic and social center in the country, to turn ugly and deprive people of economic and social enjoyment. There are some loose arrangements also in terms of professionals employed by the government doing private work. And I'm not accusing anybody of anything illegal or immoral or unethical. All I'm saying is, if this practice continues, it will continue also to expose us to the potential for conflicts of interest. And we the people must not tolerate conflicts of interest or potential conflicts of interest, which can harm our best interests as a people and as a nation. We have to be exhaustively, objectively investigative and come to the proper conclusions and decisions. This is the fork in the road. We the people must not allow our decision makers to make the wrong decisions. I'm calling you to attention. I might be calling you to protest as well. Stay tuned and thank you.
Well, that is Brother J. Dwyer Astafan's commentary for today, Wednesday, March 5th. And I commend Brother Dwyer for being consistent. But Dwyer saying that this is his 3 consecutive times that he could think about. Well, Brother Dwyer, I am here and a mission to change and enhance our healthcare system here across the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis. And it's been more than 7 months I have been on this campaign, more than 37 weeks, more than 200 days to be exact. As a matter of fact, you guys should know that I give my updates weekly on this matter. But I will come back to my updates in a bit. I have incoming caller that I had invited to join me last week had some technical difficulties getting online, and it appears as though he is trying to join now. So I will give him a few minutes to see if he can get in. Oh, his video is online. Turn on your lights, my brother. Tap your screen, open your mic. Your space is dark. Wherever you are, turn on your lights. Your face is dark. So I am going to drop a song here in the meantime. Correct. You got some lights there. That's good. Tap your screen, open your mic, and let's get to it. Tap your screen. Remember that red X. Correct. You're open. You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Well, your camera is dancing, so try and hold your phone steady.
Okay.
And try not to.
I was walking, you see, that's right.
Okay, try not to shake your mic, your phone, because it will shake your mic. So let me just let the people know the individuals that you guys are seeing, the individual that you guys are seeing online is Brother Kelvin Bratcher. I'll ask him to introduce himself. The background to this conversation is some months ago, I was given some updates and a couple of bus drivers that have fell ill, have had strokes, and I was concerned about this situation that is happening to our bus drivers in our Beloved Federation. Well, following that podcast some weeks ago, someone reached out to me and said, Jeff, what you said there about those bus drivers, is it true? And I said, I don't come on my podcast to spread propaganda. I come here to bring only the facts. So this particular bus driver is one of the bus drivers that drive the West Route. And this is a bus driver I took up to about a week before I found out he had a stroke and is going through some health issues at the moment. So I'm going to give Brother Bratcher the opportunity to speak to you in his own image. So, Brother Bratcher, good evening. Welcome to the DJ Marisha Experience. You're online. You're all over the world. The world is listening. So introduce yourself. Let them know your name, your occupation prior to getting sick, and let's move on.
Okay. My name is Kelvin Bratcher. I was a bus driver for 14 years. And I took sick the last of December last year. I came down with a stroke, so I don't drive bus anymore. So I'm trying to get back my fitness. I at home alone. I used to live with someone used to live with me, but presently I don't. She's not here right now. I'm living alone. I'm trying to fight off the sickness. I'm praying to God every day to give me my strength back where I used to be. But I'm comfortable right now, but I ask in Jehovah God to help me and guide me through this.
Yeah, well, Brother Bratcher, you had gave me some details about how you ended up where you are. How the stroke came about? How did it happen?
Well, one night I was lying in my bed. That's about probably after 10 in the evening, and I actually feel my calf start hurting me, get stiff when I was laying down on the bed. So I try to get off the bed, and I try to rest my foot down on the ground to release the pain. But I didn't know I was doing something wrong. I did not know. So the blood clot came in my calf. It wanted somewhere to pass to go, but through the vein was blocked. The blood came back up to my brain, and it damaged me and my left side of my body. So my left side of my body right now is partially stiff. I can move my hand a little bit, but not as much as how it was before. So I went to the hospital, and they actually treated me for high blood pressure because they told me that my pressure was up to 180 over 110. So they actually treat me for my blood pressure, not for the stroke differently, because I went to the hospital the Thursday night, and they released me the Friday morning. Say, okay, you're good. So, your pressure is down to 143, so you can go home. But they didn't actually treat me for the pressure. So I came back home the morning early, about after 6 in the morning. And when I got home, my girlfriend asked me, where we were doing here? I thought you went to hospital for a stroke. I said, I felt so too, but they actually released me. So later in the evening, I start feeling funny. I start feeling like my mouth getting heavy, and I could not move my hand properly. So I went to the hospital in Sandy Point the same night, and then the chance for me to bath there in the ambulance. But prior to the ambulance, prior to when I was going to the hospital, I got in an accident with with the ambulance. A guy driving a car get in an accident with the ambulance what I was into. So they had to transfer me from that ambulance there to another ambulance. And then when I reached to the hospital now, they told me they're gonna admit me. But first they have to do some tests on me and see what's going on with me, and so which they did, and then the doctor told me they're gonna send me a CT scan tomorrow morning. That was the Saturday. So I actually went on the CT scan, and then the doctor told me they're gonna send all the information back to the hospital. So he didn't tell me exactly what's wrong with me. He told me that the doctor gonna let me know. So I went back to the hospital in a wheelchair, and because I couldn't walk properly, my leg was stiff and my arm was stiff. And then later in the day, the doctor came to me and he told me, well, Mr. Bradshaw, you're diagnosed with a mild stroke, so we're going to have to admit you. So they actually admit me and actually was treating me for the stroke then. But when I went first, they wasn't treating me for that. They were treating me for high blood pressure. So I was at the hospital for 4 days where I used to get, injection in the belly with a call it a blood thinner. They said the blood wanting to get thin. But as a bus driver, we don't really exercise a lot. And now I diagnosed with this, I don't have a lot of conversation with the busman them and tell them, please, it's very important to exercise, because all we do, we just sit down, drive, eat in the bus, sit down, drive. When we get home, we just bathe our skin and we go in our bed. We don't think about having exercise based on, because we sit down all day. So I try to talk to them based on my sickness to try not for them to reach where I am, because it's very important. It's nothing easy to deal with, so I had to talk to them and tell them, yeah, you got to exercise, you got to drink a lot of water, you got to eat a lot of fruits and those stuff, because that is actually what I am doing back home to get my fitness. So I'm home alone, me alone. I live alone now. I don't have no one here. So, it's kind of hard on me, but I'm trying to fight.
Well, I can imagine, Brother Bradshaw. I mean, full disclosure, I see Brother Bradshaw weekly. We go to the same beach and get our dips in the morning. So I've been following his health over the past few months, you could say. And I see the improvement. And I love your drive. I love your courage, your willingness to live. I am at this point going to reach out to the online viewers, wherever you are, and the people in our beloved Federation of St. Kitts Nevis, to try and see what they can do to make a contribution on your behalf, because your only mode of income was driving that bus, which you are not getting anymore.
I don't know. Yeah.
Is there any benefits coming in from social welfare, anything for you from the government or anything like that?
No, I'm not getting no social benefit at the moment. I actually tried, and they told me, it's in process. They're processing it. It's They say you're gonna be I forget the name where they say you're gonna be, but not this some kind of benefit. Some I think is medical benefit they call it, but they told me that is in process. Is almost over 2 months now, and they haven't reached out to me to say, well, or you will be getting XYZ based on because you don't have any income coming in. It's kind of hard on me right now, because I'm not getting anything. I'm not driving the bus somewhere, so I'm
And
trying.
you currently do therapy. How many days a week do you do therapy?
Well, it used to be 2 days, but it's gone down to one now because I actually told the nurse that I can't make it on 2 days doing therapy because, it's all me alone here now. My girlfriend used to help me, but she gone. So she used to give me the money to go therapy, but I don't get that no more. So it cut down to 1 day.
Okay. And what is the cost of therapy?
Well, it's only $20 easy.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start the ball rolling. I'm gonna stop by you sometime tomorrow and make a contribution towards your benefits, towards your health, and whatever I can do to get things going, I will try and start something to help you out because you're a good man. I have seen you very lively and jovial whenever I ride on your bus. The jokes that folks pull on you, I realize you have a very good relationship with your passengers, and I'm pretty sure that they miss you. And for those who are looking at this podcast who may not know that you was ill, they might just figure you're gone missing. At least I'm pretty sure now that they know that you're out there struggling, they might come and check you out and make a contribution. And that's what this conversation is all about, getting you some help. I'm going to speak to Brother Rambo. I know he's one of the president of the Bus Association. And I'm going to try and put a little fundraiser together here in St. Paul's at the cricket field. I love cricket. I love domino. So I'm going to put something together and reach out to Rambo and try to get some support from the Bus Association, not just on your behalf, because there's 2 other bus drivers that I'm aware of that suffered a similar fate. So I'm going to try to put something together. Currently, there is a couple of crickets going on regionally in the federation. So it may not be before April, May. So in the meantime, whatever I can do to assist you, I'm going to do my part. That is what I'm here for, help the people who are in need. Now,
I appreciate it. I would appreciate it.
I know there are politicians listening to this podcast as well, and I'm reaching out to them because that is why they're there, to help us. Our community is supposed to stretch their hands when there's a need. There's a few entity out there that I know always contribute whenever I reach out to them for help. I'm going to reach out to them and see what they can offer. But I can assure you, I will do my part, whatever I can to try and assist you. But like I said, I will start with my contribution tomorrow. And I'm asking the online viewers to send me whatever they can. Reach out to you. If anyone wants to give you a call, what's your phone number? Because I'm sure there might be people locally who will be happy to reach out to you and assist you.
Yeah, my telephone number is 663-0762. 663-0762. That's my number. You could WhatsApp me, call me live, anything you want to, but that's my number if you want to reach out to me and give a helping hand. I will appreciate it. Yeah. Because right now, I'm telling you, things are not balanced. It used to be, but it is not anymore. So, your help will be needed. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Mauricio, for whatever you do for me.
Yeah, and I see you give the number, but for those overseas who might not know, the area code is 869. 1869 is the area code.
1869-663-0762. Yes.
And there's a genuine supporter and sponsor of this podcast in the New York area. I just saw a message came in saying, Jeff, how I'd like to make a contribution. So I'm pretty sure that is at least one person from the line tonight that will also make a contribution to you. So you will be getting a few contributions coming in. And like I said, whatever I can do for you, my brother, I am there for you. I have a very busy evening this evening. So
Yeah.
in a couple of weeks, I will invite you back to give an update to the folks on your health and how things are coming. But as
Okay,
I
thank
said,
you.
I will put some fundraiser in place so
Yeah.
that we can try and keep you going because you're a good man. I don't want
Yeah,
to
thank
ask
you.
you your age online because I want the people to know that you're under 50. That's all I could tell them. You're not 50 years as yet, and
Yes, I'm 50 right now.
man, I'm trying to tell him that you're a nice looking young man. You.
Yeah, a lot of people out there know me as because that's why a lot of people know me as yo. So
Right.
it's a little bit more easier. My nickname is yo. A
Yes.
lot of people know me that. But yeah, I'm over 50.
I know you're over 50, but you're looking good, and I want to keep you abreast. Just trying to get a little laugh out of you because I know in your condition, being home alone, dealing with this matter, and it cannot be easy. So just trying to get you a little laugh in there. But
Thank you. I appreciate it.
yeah. But
Yeah.
thanks for coming, and I just want to let the people know that when I speak things on this podcast is what they are. It is not making up any fibs. And Brother Batcher, you'll be hearing
Yeah.
from me shortly. If you want to stay online and listen is up to you, just close the mic, just tap the same screen and close that mic. But
No,
I'm
I'm
good.
just online because I want to listen to your whole program.
Okay, just tap the screen and hit back the red stuff that you can close the mic. But folks, yeah, that's Brother Kevin Batcher there. Bus driver in our beloved Federation of St. Kitts Nevis. He run the West Route here, and very nice guy, very lovely guy. From my experience with him, I am sorry that he's going through the medical situation at this time, and I will do my part to ensure that he get the support that he definitely need. But I started speaking about keeping you open back that stuff, but let me close it.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Um, I am giving an update here, and brother Hans Edwards, and you know today, March 5th, marks 217 days since Kant went missing on August 1st, 2024. 209 days since he was found in a gut site there in the Saddler's Mountain dead. It's been 197 days since his funeral. More than 25 weeks since family members and myself wrote to the Ministry of Health. As I have said previously, there was some conversation that is ongoing. And I just want to give a quick update to you, the online viewers, that I did meet with Prime Minister Joe last Friday for a bit. But with all of the issues that folks come to me with, it's very hard. It's impossible to represent everyone's need with a 10-minute meeting or a 15-minute meeting. But what I tried to deal with last Friday was more so the conversation surrounding Hans Edwards and the lack thereof of communications coming from the Ministry of Health and coming from the police department in regards to staying in touch with the family and keeping them abreast of what is taking place. And to the Prime Minister's credit, I know he's trying his best. I can see just sitting there, looking at the Prime Minister, listening to the questions he's asking, and he's concerned about situation. I know he have a lot on his table. But by speaking with the Prime Minister, I get to find out and realize that the Ministry of Health really is not the correct ministry for these homes or these assisted living homes, as they call them. These homes basically is under the Deputy Prime Minister's responsibility. The Honorable Jeffrey Hanley, the dishonorable, and I call him dishonorable without any water in my mouth. Because since the 7th of August, 8th of August 2024, I am still waiting for that call from the acting prime minister at the time in regards to concert words. I saw him at the cemetery. I saw him lay the wreath on the grave of concert words. And I'm still waiting for that phone call. I don't understand how these individuals expect to campaign, tell citizens they want the opportunity to represent, to make life better for them. But once they're elected, they're unreachable. They're above the law. They'll tell you straight up, I don't care what you say. You're not going to run my office from social media. But yet they're all over social media. They're always on a plane going someplace, bringing back what? Not speaking to the public. My issue with many of these ministers that we have of today in this Labour administration, yes, you were elected by a constituency, people that represent you in your constituency, yes. But you guys have to understand, one should get into government, as the Prime Minister says to me. Campaigning was one thing. Now it's time to govern. Because when you become Minister of Education for aging and disability, it is not for number one. It is for the entire federation. We are concerned. Because I don't know what's going on across the Nevis, you know. So whatever takes place in the federal cabinet here in St. Kitts represents the federation. And I have no choice but to register my dissatisfaction with Jeffrey Hanley. Who don't like it tough, I will continue to be that good citizen and call them out. Jeffrey needs to understand that he has a responsibility to reach out, even if not to DJ Marisha, to the family of Concert Words. And if you all don't have the contact information, which I know you all do, I have it. We'll just step it up. We are past midterms now since you all been there more than 2 years and 6 months. Elections is on the horizon. I came here on this podcast during the campaign of 2022. And I've said to the people to give Dr. Joe and his team the opportunity. They are the change agent. They are the change that we need. Well, when the people come and complain to me, say, Marisha, you know, you asked us to give Labour a chance. Because when I say give Dr. Joe, it's Labour. Give Labour a chance. And now when people come to you, all are you giving them all kind of run around, all kind of way. You all went in there. You all say you met some proposal to give you all a raise. You all didn't idle to take the raise. You all get the raise and all you out there doing all your thing. Well, guess what? Some people don't have squat. Some people don't have a dollar. Some people don't have a bank account. Some people don't have a social number. They can't afford to have one. And I've said this time and time again. These advisors, if they're the one that are advising you guys, you have to get rid of them, you know. And if it's not the advisors and you, the politician, are the problem, if all you plan to be re-elected, listen to the people. A little barbecue not going to save you all if you all don't do right by the people. A little handout here and there not going to save you all. Election is on the horizon, whether you all want to accept it or not. We are more closer to an election date now than ever. We have passed the halfway mark. I am speaking now because of love, because I want to see you all do good. I want to see you all do better than the previous administration. That's why I'm speaking. Not cussing the government, not calling down the government, but to show you all that the people are hurting. This dividend business you all came up with the CBI, someone have to have a social security in order to get dividend. But what happened to the poor little mom and pops or little boy, little girl out there who are under 16 or who never had a job, who don't have social, have to eat? You come back with this wallet boost. Similarly, you have to have a social. You guys are not in tune with what's going on in the Federation. There are many people out there that does not have social. I would say at least a third of the citizens does not have a social. So does that mean they're not supposed to eat? They're not supposed to be able to pay their bills? They're not part of society? This problem needs to solve. And it's very easy to be solved. Listen to the people on the street. And if by accident you cannot listen to the people, listen to the DJ. The DJ is not here for no personal gain. The DJ is not here for no likes and love and this kind of stuff. You all have some advisors out there now advising against me because I'm outspoken. Is this same outspoken person why some of you in office? Is this same outspoken person why some of you have your big jobs? Functionaries and otherwise? So now you all get there, supposed to stop speaking because you're there. But what happened to the poor man? What happened to the poor man? You know? Some things came across my media over the weekend. And I thought I had passed this stage for now. And because of what I am hearing, it put me back, way back there again, to go back to touch it, which I said I was going to touch it again. Let it die a natural death. That was my intention. Let it die a natural death. But you all put me back there to touch it. And it's very disappointing for me that I have to go back and touch it. Because, my good people, you're going to tell me, in the last couple weekends, first we heard of the DPP talking about charging a Crown Counsel to pervert a case, whatever. A Crown Counsel in the DPP's office was charged. Days later, if not a week later, we heard of another attorney got charged. Similarly, last week, my partner there, my good friend, again, charged, another attorney. 3 people charged. And their cases is minor compared to what I'm hearing in this clip from Prime Minister Joe. Someone sent me a clip of a statement that Prime Minister Joe made in Parliament last week. And I'm disturbed by that statement. And I have to touch it. I have to talk about it. Because I'm a critical thinker. I'm not going to just follow politicians just for following them sake. I'm going to question them. So let's take a listen to this clip. And let's break it down. Because the DJ is in rare form tonight.
That sovereign wealth fund, had it been in place, the money that was in the SIDF, the nearly $500 million that was spent out of the SIDF without the people knowing, that money could have been placed in the sovereign wealth fund, and that money could have been used in a more strategic way where you maintain the fund and you were able to raise significant revenues to different types of actions. Instead, all the money has gone down the drain and we were not told how the money was spent. That is a travesty, Madam Speaker. That hurts deeply. How could we have spent over $400 million and not tell the people that that money was being spent? That is, of course, I will leave that there, but just to let you know that for the first time, we will have a sovereign wealth fund set up. So we are establishing, Madam Speaker, the foundation of the new St. Kitts and Nevis, an economy, a country that will be more resilient and can stand up to shocks. Madam Speaker.
I do not know how you folks online who listen to this clip feel about the situation. But let the DJ give you his view on this whole matter. Just a few months ago, on the 18th of December to be exact, I invited Mr. Philip Martinez, the gentleman from MSR, to speak to you, the general public, about this CBI business and this underselling of passport and where the money missing and stuff like that. And when Mr. Martinez mentioned some $400 million gone missing and asking me if Sankis could not do well with it, a lot of you online viewers, who support the government, who support Prime Minister Joe, how do you all think to say? Some of you even come after the DJ, say I should not interview Mr. Martinez. But who does it sound better coming from? Does it sound better coming from Prime Minister Joe that $400 million gone down the drain? Or does it sound better coming from Mr. Martinez? Because it doesn't matter to me who it's coming from, That money ain't going down the drain. That money cannot go down the drain, my good people. And I'm calling on you citizens to stand up to the present administration and whoever else out there going to tell you that 400 million gone down the drain. Because we can't accept that, And why we cannot accept that is because I am of the view that they know where the $400 million is. And if they don't know, there are people who know who is willing to help them. Their accounts have been flagged where some of this money went, So I am speaking to you, the general public, our citizens at home, regionally, and the diaspora. We cannot accept this $400 million gone down the drain. In my analysis, 400 million is more than 20 million. Let me repeat myself. 400 million is more than 20 million. I listen to the AG and the Prime Minister and their team prosecuting the matter in Parliament, They said 20 million went missing and accounted for from the Development Bank. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I am pretty sure what I heard is $20 million is unaccounted for from Development Bank. And the person responsible is the former person in charge of that bank. I don't want to call no name tonight, because I can't afford the letters them. I can't afford the letters them. But I know there's a court matter. And I heard that they went and they applied to the court to televise the trial of that matter for 20 million. So they're vigorously going after 20 million. But they want to let 400 million go down the drain? No. No. You cannot continue to have matters of crime. It's only a crime based on who commit the crime. No. Whether it's a white, black, red, blue, green, yellow, doesn't matter what party you support, crime spelled the same way. The definition of crime is what it is. This $400 million have a trail. DJ Marisha is calling on the government, the DPP, the AG, and whoever is responsible to follow that money. Follow the money, and whoever is guilty of squandering or taking the country's money, the taxpayers' dollar, we want it back, Hospital need money, school need money, education need money. We just spoke to a gentleman a while ago. Aging and disability need money. You cannot have just a few, a chosen few, have their bank accounts overseas loaded while the country is sinking. DJ Marisha will not settle for that. DJ Marisha will not stand for that. So, if this is where the hammer have to drop, let it drop. I have said time and time again, I come here once a week on a Wednesday evening. I have no problem coming 7 nights a week because I have enough information to present. So, my good people, this DJ right now is hotter than Tabasco. Tabasco cannot touch me right now. How pissed off I am to see how they want to pull wool over this DJI. No money going down the drain. We need to know who got the money. This country deserves answers. We campaign an electoral reform, I'm still waiting for it. We campaign on good governance, freedom of information, I'm still waiting for it. Who don't like what I'm saying? Tough. But we are demanding that we know what is taking place in our beloved federation. Whoever hand was in the cookie jar, they must come forward and raise it. And I'm saying to Prime Minister Joyner, I have you as a good citizen. I do not know what you know, but as the leader of this country, I hope that you're not out there trying to protect anyone and get caught in this mess. It's not going to go down well. Because from what I'm hearing on the street, people are not going to accept 400 million gone down the drain. They're not accepting that. They want answers. Someone sent me that clip from Parliament last week and tell me to listen to it. And they said nothing goes so. If the small man is being charged for petty crime, well, you got to charge the big man then with the big crime too. The fella across the Nevis, my good friend. He might not take me as a friend, but he's my partner. I like him. He dressed good. Very ambitious. Very slick. But he made a statement at one of his press conferences, you know. He said, rich people don't commit crime. Only poor people commit crime. And it's very simple. When the rich commit crime and get away with it, eventually in their minds, they are convinced that they're not supposed to get charged. Many of them were supposed to be over at 1840 and didn't make it over there because of their connection. Well, if this is where we're going to play the game, you know, then forget about the televised matter for Development Bank. Let out everybody out of 1840, go across to Nevis and let everybody out of the farm over there. Because it seems as though this is a lawless country. If it's going to be a lawless country, then let everybody do their own thing. Some time ago, I came here and I spoke about what was going on with this marijuana business, you know. Under the farmer administration, they fool off the people about making it legal. Under this present administration during the campaign, similarly. And a lot of people out there thinking that it's legal to smoke wherever they want and do as they please. The place is in a mess with that. Too many false prophets, too many false information, and people falling for it. We got to start holding these ministers of government, both in the Labour administration and in the opposition, foot to the fire. And them in Parliament that cause problem for this country when they're supposed to be fixing it. We pay them to fix it. We are the employers, but instead they want to treat us like they're our employers. They're reminding you they give you a job. They don't remember you give them a job. That's why they could give you a job. But they're telling you what they do for you, but they don't remember what you do for them. Well, at this point in time in my life, you know, I understand that some people don't have choices like I do. So they have to be quiet and mild. So since the DJ Marisha have choices, I'll speak for you. For now. But when that time comes, you all got to stand up. I can't take blows for you every week, week after week, being called all kind of names, being harassed. And then you all just sit back in a corner and whisper. No, you all have to fight with me. You all have to show me the support. Call them and tell them to fix the things then. Because these days, all you hear is Marisha cussing the government. How is Marisha cussing the government? To bring the message of the people to the government. That is how DJ Marisha is cussing the government. You know, we have to wake up and smell the coffee, as they would say in the good old days. Because until such time, boy, you will never know what is in a man's heart until they get the opportunity to use that dagger. They give you the impression that they're going to love you. They're going to this, they're going to that. But I'm going to tell you something, you know. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to calm down here and drop a track, you know, because this track I want to drop. My brother there, he send me messages every day. Every morning I got a message from my brother Emmanuel, the King Short there in Antigua. And he got a song here. So me tell you something. No matter what all you try, I'm going to Short talk to all you for me. Right?
Night and day are catching hell. People think I'm doing well just because I sing a few calypso. But that is my misery. Calypso don't make money, but most of them don't know that I have my axe to grind, just like any other man existing in poverty and this giant ghetto land. But I intend to hang on. Tell them for me no dice. I ain't gonna eat lice. I ain't gonna grow old sitting in the cold, not me. No way, they go have to beat me. They go have to eat me, or the heads go roll. Tell them I say I was born in this land, I go die in this land. Nobody go run me from where me come from. Nobody go run me, lad. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Me mama must yam. Me papa must yam. Me woman must yam. Me pickle must yam. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me, lad. Nobody go run me. Life ain't much for us to choose. Some we win and some we lose. But sometimes life is so confusing. I had a lot of friends one time whom I used to wine and dine and gave them bread when they need it. Now most of them against me. Take me, make big enemy, simply because I am not what they all want me to be. And with the political views I can't agree. But tell them for me no dice. I ain't gonna eat lice. I ain't gonna grow old sitting in the cold, not me, Algie. No way, they gon' have to beat me. They gon' have to eat me, or the heads go roll. Tell them I say I was born in this land, I go die in this land. Nobody go run me from where me come from. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Me mama must yam. Me papa must yam. Me woman must yam. Me pickney must yam. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Let's go! 12 days I at CBC, work at Halcyon for free, when they went bankrupt and had no money. Because of my tolerance, they gave me the assurance the job belongs to me. But I hear some people high in our society, they don't like my calypso because they can't control me, so they plan to kick out my ass. Tell them, party no dice. I ain't gonna eat lice. I ain't gonna grow old sitting in the cold, not me, shorty. No way. All you have to beat me, all you have to bury me more than 6 feet and more. Tell them I say I was born in this land, I go die in this land. Nobody go run me from where me come from. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. nobody go run me. Me mama must yam, me papa must yam, me woman must yam, me picnic must yam. Nobody go run me, nobody go run me. Election come and gone, some of them treat me with scorn, others put the whole point against me. Tell them I don't give a damn, I am going to sing my song exactly as I see it. Whoever want to make me a political enemy, who feel that they're playing God and could wreck me life for me, tell them I ain't running away. Tell them for me no dice. I ain't gonna eat lice, I ain't gonna grow old, sitting in the cold, not me shorty. No way, all you have to beat me, all you have to bury me, more than 6 feet and more. Tell them I say, I was born in this land, I go die in this land, nobody go run me, from where me come from, nobody go run me, nobody go run me, nobody go run me lad, nobody go run me. Me mama must yam, me papa must yam, me woman must yam, me picnic must yam, lad, nobody go run.
Yeah, just want you all to know, man. Who want to think, well, they go back to New York in the cold weather? No, nobody gonna run me out of this country here. I'm going to stay as long as I want. And I'm going to bring the message. Some of them want the ability to collect a salary monthly, but they don't want to be held accountable. And you, nationals, citizens, residents of our beloved federation, you guys got to liberate your all mind and understand, just as they demand from you to produce for what you have been paid for, they need to produce as well. Liberate your minds.
Boy,
King Latumba.
how can we be liberated when we are so confused? This country is so divided. There are so many different views. Every finger's pointing away from its owner. We're shouting blame and crying shame, but all are guilty just the same. Liberate your mind, my brethren. Liberate your mind, I say. Distrust and greed is keeping us back, crippling the state. We got to rise to the occasion and demonstrate to the world that we all are one, that we in this little country could live in love and harmony, working for prosperity, prosperity for you and me.
Oh yeah.
Some campaigning, some dictating. Everybody want to control. There's no process for creating an awareness of greater social and economic goals. This system has got to go, or we will suffer more. The power only working for a society privileged you. So true. Liberate your mind, my brethren. Liberate your mind, I say. Distrust and greed is keeping us back.
Oh yeah.
Crippling the state. We got to rise to the occasion and demonstrate to the world that we all are one, that we in this little country can live in love and harmony, working for prosperity, prosperity for you and me. Oh yeah.
Yes, my people. We gotta wake up.
Despite the differences our eyes have seen, we need political unity. Be ready to unite and to work, not fight. Stand up for justice and for right. Break down the barriers in this land. Stand between the working man who died so long, worked so hard, get so little out of life. Got here right, liberate your mind, my brother. Liberate your mind, I say. Distrust and greed is keeping us back, crippling the state. Got to rise to the occasion and demonstrate to the world that we all are one, that we in this little country can live in love and harmony, working for prosperity, prosperity for you and me. Oh yeah.
Yes, my good people. Like I said, I had a very good conversation with Prime Minister Joe last Friday. And as I said to the Prime Minister, I said, Mr. Prime Minister, this conversation that you and I are having here, genuine, honest, open conversation, no hold bars. We say how we feel. This is the kind of conversation you need to bring to the general public. This is the Prime Minister they need to see. Come and talk to the people, let them know what you're thinking, what you're doing. It will go a long way. Those who are not functioning in their capacity in whatever ministry they are, shuffle them. Because a lot of the complaints you're getting is because some of them not doing their work, but the entire party is getting blamed. And it's like they want us to live in an illusion like everything is okay. Everything is not okay. Big Lie say everything not going well. I do not know which well he talking about. Because I spoke to a few people this week and I asked them how things going. They tell me they're doing okay. But you know, those who might be doing okay is those with them out in the trough. So they want the DJs to stay quiet. So for the sufferers out there and for the strugglers, I'm going to drop this one for you. This one is called Illusion by Brother Emmanuel.
They were free, and slavery has lost its sting. But they're not foolish, they can see you're lying deep within. Slavery has not left our doors, not yet, I'm sure. We have got to fight the battle some more. The time has come for every man in the Caribbean. Forge one common destiny, designed to make our people free. We have got to stand up for the rights, to lead the lives we choose, to change and answer to refuse. If you think the battle is done, my brother, and you are riding an illusion, an illusion. You talk of progress, love and justice, peace and unity. All illusion. We have no hold on these our native islands. Our hands are social control. We slave no more, we slave no more. Only then we'll slave no more. We'll beg no more, we'll stoop no more. Only then we'll be no more. We cannot live forevermore, subjected from shore to shore, reflecting cowardice and shame against our ancestral name. I didn't know warriors left among us to rise and shine. No heroes left to rise up unto the shrine. No martyrs in our history for the used to do. Scholars died to make us free. Puffy died to make us free. Bobby died to make us free. Must all these warriors die in vain while we go back to slavery once again? If you think the battle is done, my brother, if you are riding an illusion, an illusion. You talk of progress, love and justice, peace and unity. All illusion, all illusion. We have no hold on these our native islands. Our hands are tied, we don't control our actions. Come let we forward together in a social endeavor. Our own social control. We slave no more, we slave no more. Only then we'll slave no more. We'll beg no more, we'll stoop no more. Only then we'll be no more. The struggle has only just begun. We've got to carry on, uniting these West Indian lands. May take us generations, but independent in this region don't mean one down. If we can be independent as one, the economical policies are disheartening. The people's voices are ringing. We are tired of living a life of total subjection, told what to spend and what to keep. God knows sometimes we ain't even have enough to eat. If you think the battle is done, my brother, if you are riding an illusion, an illusion. You talk of progress, love and justice, peace and unity. All illusions, all illusion. We have no hold on these our native islands. Our hands are tied, we don't control our actions. Come let we forward together in a social endeavor. Our own social control. We slave no more, we slave no more. Only then we'll slave no more. We'll beg no more, we'll stoop no more. Only then we'll be no more.
Yes, my good people. As in the past, you know the thing. I'm DJ Marisha, your music messenger. And if you listen to the music, you know, just check the lyrics. It's all there. They want to have us living in this illusion. They come into parliament and they tell you about integrity in public life. They pass it. Freedom of information, they pass this. All kind of laws pass in parliament, but they're still doing the nonsense. They're still ignoring the people. We don't want no more laws. We need action. We need stuff right now. As Jimmy Cliff said, me don't want a pie in the sky. Me don't want a milk and honey in the sky. I want it right now for the people of St. Kitts Nevis. That is why you all was elected. And in spite of how you all feel about me, you know, I love you all still. But I have to talk the things them. Because if I don't talk the things them now, I can't talk about them come election campaign time. It's going to be too late. So in spite of all of this, I want us to continue to listen to the music.
At long last, at last, out of chaos and strife, we found a hope we've never known. A glimpse, just a glimmer, just a gleam, but a flicker of light. seen. The voices of my people tells me that they're reaching maturity. Their spirit shows that determination for a new society. Though plagued by injustice, misfortune and strain, and constant oppression, I force our change. Though we fail to get along, there's one thing we have in common. The oppression we bear will forge us as one. Yet in spite of all our hardship and misery, and poor economic condition, we must struggle on. The state of affairs at the moment indicate that a stand will have to be taken soon by we the people ourselves, for our future's sake. Can't allow all our time, efforts and talents to waste. If we open up our eyes, we could soar the skies and make this island a paradise. We can unite, speaking with divided voices. Rise, 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 rise. People, open up your eyes. Produce, that's the answer, produce. Develop our own, use our own, and own our own. Despite our political views, we must all understand that we are part of this island. And the same stick lick in the wild goat is the same stick lick in the tame. Everybody drifting in the same boat, we all sinking just the same. Some of them are claiming that they have this country at heart, but their actions are showing they're splitting the people apart. Man, they pulling and tugging, we so colorblind we can't see. There's no wonder we are used and abused constantly. Yet in spite of all our hardship and misery and poor economic condition, we must struggle on. The state of affairs at the moment indicate that a stand will have to be taken soon by the people ourselves, for our future's sake. Can't allow all our time, efforts and talents to waste. If we open up our eyes, we could soar the skies and make this island a paradise. We can unite, speaking with divided voices. Rise, 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 rise. People, open up your eyes. Perhaps, just perhaps, I thought the pressure we feel that is revealed the world around would serve us as a lesson that ought to make us aware the needs to create lifestyle more sound. The principles of capitalism has left us an empty shell. The decadence of society is the results as well. Promote cooperation, knowledge and skill, and industrial programs that would be producing a strong and hard-working man will be glad to own a piece of this land and be rid of this cancer foreign domination. Yet in spite of all our hardship and misery and poor economic condition, we must struggle on. The state of affairs at the moment indicate that a stand will have to be taken soon by we the people ourselves, for our future's sake. Can't allow all our time, efforts and talents to waste. If we open up our eyes, we could soar the skies and make this island a paradise. We can unite, speaking with divided voices. Rise, 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 rise. People, open up your eyes.
Yes, my good people, open up your eyes. If we are supposed to be getting, as they would say, a televised session of the trial for 20 million, then we need to know what's going on with the 400 million. Who got it? Where did it go? People must be held accountable in this country. We got people locked down for less. You understand? We got people locked down for less. No power at all supposed to change the laws. You understand? No power at all. We are supposed to respect the law no matter what position you hold in government. So no power, not by might.
justice overlays the land, and men are free from fear and free of want. When the fundamental rights of the people are not abridged, when liberty reign, when justice reign, and the language of truth goes down like rain, when treachery cease, when corruption cease, there is nothing to fear. But tyranny will persist, dictate and oppress, harass and distress. No power, no power, no power in this world can halt the people's quest for freedom, freedom, freedom. I said freedom. No power, no power, no power, none at all. Give me liberty, oh give me death. Guns will never quell struggles of freedom, where injustice dwells. The spirit of revolution will never bow down to my man. The quality of virtue increases beneath oppression. The more we are suppressed and denied our right to pursue all happiness and liberty, is the greater our resistance to tyranny shall be. And no power, not by might, no power, not by force that will can steal the wrath of a people's vengeance. Only when justice overlays the land, and men are free from fear and free of want. When the fundamental rights of the people are not abridged, when liberty reign, when justice reign, and the language of truth goes down like rain, when treachery cease, when corruption cease, there is nothing to fear. But tyranny will persist, dictate and oppress, harass and distress. No power, no power, no power in this world can halt the people's quest for freedom, freedom, freedom. I said freedom. No power, no power, no power, none at give me liberty, oh give me death. Power without justice withers away by soul intent. The people will never say die, though at times we sigh and cry. And the present of a calm does not mean there'll never be a storm. For thus passed away the glory of men who feel their gods and we should worship them. But like the whirlwind, there'll come a day the shaft will be carried away. And no power, not by might, no power, not by force that will can steal the wrath of a people's vengeance. Only when justice overlays the land, persist. Dictate and oppress, harass and distress. No power, no power, no power in this world. And all the people will stress for freedom, freedom, freedom. I said freedom, no power, no power, no power, none at all.
Yes, my good people, that's Brother Emmanuel there. No power at all gonna stop me from doing what I need to do. There's a lot is on the horizon, you know. A lot of things is on the horizon that the DJ cannot speak about at the moment. But in due course, it will present itself. And you, good citizens, will see for yourself what the DJ been speaking about for some time. In the meantime and between time, we're approaching the bottom of the hour, and I'm not going overtime tonight, you know. I'm going to shut down at 8 and the dot. So, my good people, let's drop this one. Let's take a pledge. Brother Emmanuel again.
Hundreds of years of slavery and colonialist domination, we are now politically free in an independent nation. The dreams of our forefathers have finally come true, and the battle that they have fought are now benefiting me and you. Corruption will cease, nepotism decrease throughout the whole nation. Our country then will be not just a society, but a just society. Let this be our pledge.
Yeah, man. Brother Emmanuel. Catering.
But please beware, my countrymen, of the trappings of false liberty. For true liberation does not only lie in constitutionality. We have gained nothing if all we do is pass from bondage to a subtler task. We're foreign shots with their hands exposed, surround us with promises of a brighter world. Oh, much too long have we the yoke of slavery born. Now that master days have gone, there's place to set right all the wrong. We pledge to be good citizens from now on, casting away victimization. is craft and beg and see. The right of each one must be recognized so that none will feel they ostracized. Equal opportunity for everyone. Each giving the other a helping hand. We want no more exploitation from either foreign or the local man. We need our land for our children yet unborn. So Antiguans and Barbudans, let's pledge to maintain our freedom. We pledge to be good citizens from now on, casting away victimization. Corruption will cease, nepotism decrease throughout the whole nation. Our country then will be not just a society, but a just society. Let this be our pledge. Look, I salute. I salute.
Yes, my good people, our responsibilities does not end once we give our X to these candidates. Our responsibility continues throughout the governing of any government. And if you see something that you think needs some adjustment, let your voice be heard. So let's drop this final track of Short Shirt here at the bottom of the hour. This one is called Lamentation.
Lamento my soul, lamento my soul, oh Lord. I'm crying for this cruel world. Mankind can find no solution. I say we're reaping the sour fruits of retribution. And I'm now convinced that we are violent, Lord, vulgar animal. Oh Lord, oh Lord. And it's we who say we intelligent. Oh Lord, oh Lord. We superior, we civilize and we wise. Yet we making all kind of bomb, blowing up everyone, killing one another with gun. And who ain't got guns? Use knives. Lord, I say that the time has come for us to get on our knees and lift our head to the trees, to the very sky above you. Oh Lord, oh Lord. And let there be happiness in our soul. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Let there be love, not hate in our world. Oh, for the day when it come down in all the glory and say, let there be peace on all them fighting seas. happiness is what we need. No one will stretch that loving hand. Everybody sitting down on us, watching the other man. While war and crime and violence gone rampant in every land. Oh Lord, oh Lord. We say he made us above the animal. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Destiny to mold the galaxies in our hands. But I can push it up fight. They're living and unite. No animal kill for spite. Only we humans want and live, destroy lives. Lord, I say that the time has come for us to get on our knees and lift our head to the trees, to the very sky above you. Oh Lord, oh Lord. And let there be happiness in our soul. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Let there be love, not hate in our world. Oh, for the day when he come down in all his glory and say, let there be peace and all them fighting seas. Female liberation. Even women wants their freedom. Oh yeah. Rioting demonstration. Where will this end? If it keeps on, I can only visualize annihilation. With them guns and bombs and constant improvement and modernized weapon. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Give us eyes to see and ears to hear. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Over the eyes perceive. Lord, are trembling in fear. Bombs falling from the air, shooting everywhere. Rebellion far and near. And every day is more talk about revolution here. Lord, I say that the time has come for us to get on our knees and lift our head to the trees, to the very, very sky above you. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Let there be happiness in our soul. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Let there be love, not hate in our world. Oh, for the day when he come down in all his glory and say, let there be peace and all them fighting seas. Power madness has come. Every land in raw confusion. Poverty and starvation lying in the street, hand in hand with man, grasping at the throats of the poorer one, pounding and grinding him into oblivion. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Hatred, injustice, greed and vengeance. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Corruption and treachery, so very eminent, is the order of the day. You cannot get away, no matter what you do or say, unless we kneel and let the nation heal. Lord, I say that the time has come for us to get on our knees and lift our head to the trees, to the very sky above you. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Let there be happiness in our soul. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Let there be love, not hate in our world. Oh, for the day when he come down in all his glory and say, let there be peace and all them fighting seas. Yes, I don't.
Yes, my good people. Together we can make a better St. Kitts Nevis. We just have to have that will. You know, some years ago, we had a citizen, a Calypsonian of this land. He sang a song there called Strange Land. Are we living in a strange land? That Calypsonian is now sitting in our parliament. He's the Minister of Works, amongst other things, a friend of mine. So I'm going to drop this track because I would hope that they listen to these songs when they sing them, you know, and practice what they preach.
An old lady came to me one day while taking a stroll. She said, Connor's, we need to speak. I feel I can touch your soul. But do you know the story of a strange land where our children had to sing a song? Well, as I look around the world and more than ever in my home, a question ponders on my soul. Are we living in a strange land, a strange land? The things are not how they were before. Are we living in a strange land, a strange land, where children are not children no more? She said long ago teens shamefully bowed their heads. If no bells did chime, but yet they barely swear. Now it's simply a fashion ravaging the town, while little boys during day and night terrorizing who living right. Are we living in a strange land? Yes, she really made me sit down and think, although I still wondering, are we living in a strange land? No need to mention all the crimes that going on. You have heard enough of that. My main concern is to go deep beyond and find what's wrong with our hearts. For when a man beholds the next human being and without remorse wipe him off the scene, then something foreign lies upon this lonely heart in love with guns. So a question lingers on. Are we living in a strange land, a strange land? The things are not how they were before. Are we living in a strange land, a strange land, where neighbors don't love neighbors no more? She said years ago when she used to walk the streets, with a smiling face and hats off men would greet. Now they either lack manners or they want to kill, like the Kaiso soldier who sing ABC. Look how he lose blood senselessly. Are we living in a strange land? She said, come, miss, this thing so strange to me. Go sing and rescue escape, because we living in a strange land. So much potential this great nation has to be a force in the world. Look at the progress, yes, the country moving on, but we can't afford to doze. For along with progress comes invasion of foreign things that break our morals down. Then Gene and Dinah die for mates, just the way the latest breaks. Now the fatherless child has no mom to claim. Are we living in a strange land, a strange land, where we can't sing happy songs like before? Are we living in a strange land, a strange land, where a village don't raise a child no more? And to make it worse, I'm blaming politicians, when the truth is that this thing has gone way beyond. We need to start from the basics by turning to God. For times before he saved his children, he can do the same for us as well, and make St. Kitts, a great land. All it needs is a pledge from me and you to stop the talk and start the do. Let's make St. Kitts a great land. But some may say to increase punishment. But by that stage we've lost our countrymen. We are losing our young ones to that foreign life. Let's attack our boys from the time they walk on how to act and how to talk to make St. Kitts a great land. Not because fathers have let down their sons. Mothers, please hold on to your girls and make St. Kitts a great land.
Yes, man, a lovely, lovely track there coming from the King Congress, Honorable Congress Maynard. We can make St. Kitts Nevis a great land. But we, the citizens, have to understand it's not just about the politicians. We are the one that give them the drive to do right or wrong. If we accept the wrong, why not continue? If we like it so, why change? But what I want to say to our people, in time to come, we all will find out that no matter how you sharp up in your nice clothes, no matter how much big buildings you got all around the place, no matter how you have millions and billions in the bank, we're going to take that flight. We're going to take that flight in time to come. As a matter of fact, while we're speaking about taking that flight, I want to big up my sisters and brother there in the UK, Sister Jennifer Hutchinson, the man Clive Hutchinson, Jermaine, Sandra, Millie, Yvonne, and the crew there that's supporting Sister Sylvia at her home-going service that will be taking place shortly. For you folks in the UK that will be attending the homegoing service for my sister there, Sylvia Hutchinson, the date has been set actually. The date has been set for April 3rd. And the service will be at the Aston Parish Church there in Whitton Lane, Birmingham, UK. That's the Aston Parish Church, Whitton Lane, Birmingham, UK. More information to come. The burial will be at Handsworth Cemetery in Ox Hill Road, Handsworth, UK. I'll be bringing more information as it becomes available. But for those of you who has been reaching out and trying to get information, save that date. April 3rd will be the homegoing service for Sister Sylvia. First, let me drop this track here with my boy, the King Crazy. In time to come, the 2025 version. Definitely we have a lot going on in time to come.
Yesterday has come and gone, leaving some of us to mourn. Times we had and friends we lost, and while time took his course, we have seen the many faces of slavery. We have seen the British Empire fall. We have seen Hitler's contribution to history. We have seen the rise and fall of the Berlin Wall. We have seen famines. We have seen wars. As you well imagine, we have seen nothing yet because in time to come, the COVID-19 virus will just disappear. In time to come, Rowley and Kamala will have a love affair. In time to come, mankind will make cities out of snow and ice. In time to come, President Trump will have a transgender wife. Team Africa will win the World Cup. Marijuana will sell in the shop. Science will produce bread out of stone and then create the first human clone. Technology will reach a new high. Buses and cars will fly in the sky. Trinidad will make a nuclear bomb.
In time to come.
In time to come. Hey.
In time to come.
Yeah. I did that in the year 2000. When I mentioned Barack Obama. Moving from the dark ages, man has progressed in stages through the stone and iron age till we turn another page. And we saw the adventures of Alexander waging war in his obsession for conquest. Inventions like the chariot and the saber, the weapons that put Europe under duress. Mankind achievements sometimes were great, and his glorious moments mark the passage of time, but wait. In time to come, mankind will have a colony on the moon. In time to come, this calypso will be a top 40 tune.
In time to come,
scientists will synthesize silver and gold.
In time to come,
mankind will have respect by remote control. The first dead man will come back alive. Cancer and AIDS victims will survive. Babies will born with mustache and beard. Penis and kidneys will be repaired. The government will ban cigarettes. Breakfast and lunch will be a tablet. Contender will win a extempo crown.
In time to come.
In time
to come.
Hey.
In time to come.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Good music. Good music from Michelle Henry. And I love the audience. Yeah. Hey. That day when the Wright brothers, after tremendous horrors, got their little plane to soar, all of mankind stood in awe. Just like when that great scholar Benjamin Franklin discovered what would be electricity. And again, when Sir Alexander in person gave the world the first telephone company. But all of that is a drink of rum in our drinking glasses compared with what is still to come. In time to come, an asteroid will destroy New York City.
In time to come,
California will submerge under the sea.
In time to come,
almost every athlete will be bionic.
In time to come,
every national park will be Jurassic. Explorers will find El Dorado. Computers will compose Calypso. Man will begin to travel in time. Penis and kidneys will decline. The government will ban cigarettes. Breakfast and lunch will be a tablet. A 2-year-old will split the atoms.
In time to come.
Hey!
In time to
One
come.
bubbles. This guy's at 26%. But I'll sing one more. Just now they go to Tobago. Just now Elon Musk is going up to the stars. People will be living on Mars. Nowadays the things we see have us in a quandary, wondering what will be next in the world of science and sex. We have seen already the tacit acceptance by the world regarding same-gender romance. And we know that according to modern science, life or death could depend on the circumstance. Communication take over now, and in man's expectation, there is nothing time won't allow. In time to come, an exorcist will capture living ghosts. In time to come, a transvestite will become Miss Universe.
In time to come,
an East Indian will win the Calypso crown.
In time to come,
scientists will make old people come back young. Advertisements will light up the skies, and holograms will dazzle the eyes. Women will walk naked in the tongue. Things will go up and never come down. To go to Tobago, people will walk. Monkey and dog will learn how to talk. An astronaut will send men to the sun.
in time to come, in time to come,
Yes, man. In time to come. Yes, man. Thank you, Joseph. Yes, man.
Yes, man, in time to come, we're going to have some good politicians, some good individuals running our beloved federation. You, the people, just have to keep the pressure. Yeah. I want to say good evening to the good people there, the good water people there, the Island Purified Water, Main Street, Newton Ground, St. Kitts. Want to big up the man there, Brother Powell and his team for keeping the DJ hydrated when the DJ is in the federation. You know, without some hydration, I cannot sit here for 2 hours and bring the message to you. But you know, it's that time of the night where we call it good night. We are approaching the top of the hour, 8 o'clock. So I'm going to just drop the unofficial anthem of our beloved Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. This one is called Arise by the late great King Arrow. Hazel, I know you love to bounce to this one, but please take a listen to the lyrics and let's try to live that life.
Your country dying and never lend a helping hand. Could you see your children's future dwindling, creating much disillusion? Or would we watch on idly, disregarding our self-sufficiency? Maladministration wrecking all I know. I said no, not at all. Citizens, let's unite and stand up for rights, all our lives and our lives. Let us reintegrate and correct our mistakes. Reunification, building a brand new nation. We'll move on together hand in hand. Rise, citizens, arise. The country is yours. All yours, still yours. nation, building a brand new nation. We move on together hand in hand. Rise, citizens, arise. The country is yours, all yours, still yours. Can your conscience be clear? Indulging corruption or misusing public office, being accused of unemployment and crimes, or disrupting a citizen's peace. Oh, my country in this harmony, separated politically. Hatred for a brother cannot love each other. No, I say no, not at all. Citizens, let's unite and stand up for rights, all our lives and our lives. Let us reintegrate and correct our mistakes. Reunification, building a brand new nation. We'll move on together hand in hand. So rise, citizens, arise. The country is yours, all yours, still yours.
Yes, my good people, and that brings us to the end of another successful evening for